This is the tiny pipefish baby, green, swimming near seagrass beds in warm oceans.
This is the hermit crab, small and brown, living in shallow waters along sandy beaches.
Meet the cleaner shrimp, red and white, living in coral reefs in the Indo-Pacific.
Here's the clownfish fry, orange with white stripes, swimming in anemones in tropical oceans.
Look. The juvenile seahorse is tiny and yellow, floating near seaweed in coastal areas.
This is the mini blue starfish, bright blue, living on sandy ocean floors worldwide.
Check out the coral polyp, pink and tiny, building coral reefs in tropical seas.
Here's the sea snail, spiraled shell, found crawling on rocks in shallow waters.
Meet the pygmy octopus, orange-brown, hiding among coral in Southeast Asia.
Look at the tiny nudibranch, neon-coloured, crawling on coral in tropical reefs.
This is a baby jellyfish, transparent and small, floating in warm oceans.
Here's the tiny goby fish, yellow and silver, living in sandy burrows in Indo-Pacific reefs.
Meet the mini sea urchin, dark purple, living on rocky seabeds in temperate oceans.
Look, the glass shrimp, almost invisible, hiding in coral crevices in tropical seas.
Is the baby crab, tiny red, scuttling on sandy shores worldwide.
Check the tiny pipefish, green and slim, swimming near seagrass in shallow waters.
Here's the mini clam, light brown, living buried in sand on ocean floors.
Look at the tiny spotted cleaner crab, red with white spots, living on coral reefs.
This is the pygmy squid, purple and tiny.
Hiding among seaweeds in tropical waters.
Meet the tiny feather star, orange and waving its arms, living in coral reef crevices.
Here's the juvenile lionfish, red and white stripes, hiding in coral crevices.
Look at the tiny sea cucumber, brown, crawling on sandy ocean floors.
This is the baby anemone, pink, living attached to rocks in shallow tropical waters.
Meet the tiny cleaner wrasse, blue and black, swimming among coral fish in Indo-Pacific.
Here's the mini nudibranch, purple and orange, crawling on soft coral in tropical seas.
Check the tiny sea slug, green and white, moving slowly on coral surfaces.
Look at the juvenile flatfish, small and camouflaged, living on sandy seabeds.
This is the tiny hermit crab baby, brown, hiding in tiny shells in shallow oceans.
Meet the mini cleaner shrimp baby, red and transparent, cleaning coral fish in reefs. Look at the mini coral polyp, pink, forming tiny structures on coral reefs. This is the tiny octopus baby, light brown, hiding among coral nooks.
Meet the mini sea snail baby, spiraled cell, crawling on rocks in tropical waters. Here's the tiny starfish baby, bright orange, moving slowly on sandy seabeds. Look at the mini crustacean, red and small, scuttling among coral rubble.